Yes, my people, we're back with another episode of the Give Back FC podcast. Got myself, Moses, the host. Before we get things started, I'm just going to introduce our guest. Can you introduce yourself?
Yo, it's MB. My name is Malik. What else, G?
And what do you do, Malik?
My barber, if you don't know that already. I've got a shop on Oxford Road.
Yeah.
545 Oxford Road, next to Mr. God.
Come on. Alright, cool. So basically this week we're going to go into an episode in regards to business. As Malik already said, he has his own barbershop up and running already. So we're going to talk about how he started from a young age and the structure of how he obviously started his business and now maintains it till today. Mm-hmm. Now, I've got 3 questions for yourself. Number 1, who is the most famous person whose hair you've cut? Most famous person.
It's a guy from EastEnders, that Richard, is it Blackwood or Blackman?
Richard Blackwood.
Is it Blackwood?
Yeah.
I cut his hair still.
Okay.
Last year I had a little, late nights come down, he had a little pop-up shop at my place.
Yeah.
And I think his niece, it was his niece, she come down to help out Corey from late nights. And he was coming to Reading that day and obviously he needed a haircut.
Yeah.
So yeah, she just said, "Do you want to cut my uncle's hair?"
Okay.
And come down, proper calm guy still.
Okay. I know you've cut a few footballers as well, yeah?
A few, not like up and coming footballers, innit? Like, I've cut a few Reading players, like they're professional, but like they're not playing for the first team yet, innit? And there's one boy from Chelsea as well.
So how did they get in touch with you?
I think it's social media, you know.
So
or word of mouth, innit? Like maybe young boys going to Reading obviously and playing football and they might say, "Oh, your trim's hard" or something, I don't know.
Yeah. Just literally word of mouth on social media.
Yeah.
Okay. Second question. If you could cut anyone's hair, who would it be? And when I say that, I mean in terms of conversation. So you're sat with this person for an hour, you're cutting their hair. Who would you like to have a conversation with and learn from while you're cutting their hair? Could be anyone, could be a celebrity, could be a family member, could be a friend, anyone at all. One person you just like to sit down for an hour with and have a good conversation.
The question's hard, man, because I probably would want to cut, or sit down and cut someone's hair and sit down afterwards with someone like a big barber, innit, to get knowledge from them.
Yeah.
But then I'd want to get a celebrity so I can cut their hair and then get a bit of like...
My stories.
Yeah. My social media might blow up as well, innit?
Yeah.
I'd probably do a celebrity, so that'd help out my social media, innit? Maybe like 50 Cent, innit?
50 Cent, yeah?
He's been through a lot of like crud and that.
Yeah, true.
He's got bare stories, I'd probably cut his hair and get a picture.
That's fair.
And try see what stories he'll give, man, innit?
Okay, so 50 Cent, yeah? Alright, last question. Now, if you wasn't a barber, what career do you reckon you would have taken? Obviously, before you become a barber, was there another career you was looking at? Or, you know, what type of job would you be thinking, yeah, I'd like to have done something like that?
Do you know what? I don't even know. So I started cutting hair when I was like, what was I? I think I was 19. Before that, I was just doing dumb shit. I think when I first left school, I worked at like a retail shop. It was shit, like £4 an hour.
Yeah.
I left after like a month or 2. And then I think I had a painting job just before I started cutting hair.
Yeah.
So I probably would have tried carrying on with something like that maybe.
But
something I could be self-employed with, like I could be my own boss.
So like growing up in school and stuff, like, did you never have like a side dream, like you thought, I want to get into...
When I first started secondary school,
yeah,
one of my cousins told me, he wants to be an orthodontist.
Yeah.
And then from then I wanted to be that, and then forgot about it and started being hard at school.
Okay.
And yeah, I didn't get the grades and that.
And then from there you went into barbering kind of thing?
Nah, later on. Do you know what it is? I used to cut my friends' hair just for banter, innit?
Yeah.
And Sam and Jesse from Faded, I used to go to get a haircut, and they must see that I was getting in trouble a little bit or something like that.
Yeah.
Or I told him about it, and he was like, no, that's not how it went actually. I cut his hair, one time. He needed to go somewhere. He's like, I need a haircut. So I said to him, let me try. Did he see that I was trying to cut hair a little bit at home? So he let me do it. He spoke, like, told me what to do basically. And after that, he was like, if you're serious, like, you're not gonna mess me about. Come in after New Year's, and then if you learn, we'll teach you for free.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
Okay. And who was that?
Sam.
That was Sam, yeah.
But obviously when I started going, then obviously Jesse and Sam started helping me.
Yeah. But so before that, you just started off cutting basically your friend's hair.
Yeah, like one or two bridges, like. Yeah.
And what age?
I never thought that I was gonna be a barber, innit? I was just doing it for fun.
Yeah. And what age did you then?
Must have been 19, I think it is. Because I'm 4 years into barbering now.
19, yeah? Okay, cool. Alright, cool. So, again, going back to our last question, what job do you reckon you're taking? Just end it on that.
Real, I don't know, like, maybe like a painter or something.
Like a painter. Something self-employed, basically.
Yeah, something I could work for myself. I could be my own boss, could do what I want. And
Yeah. Alright, that's fair. Alright, cool. Now, obviously, we're just touching upon the history of how you started and stuff, so we're going to now delve a bit deeper into that. So, in terms of how did you get into your barbering and where did the passion come from? Obviously, you mentioned you started at quite a young age. You said you was 19. So, you started off cutting your friend's hair. I mean, at that point, was your friends telling you, yeah, right, you're
dead,
on the job, or was you dead, or how was it?
Jeez, it went dead, but now I'm a lot better. I look back and think, right, I let my brothers go out like that. I just take videos, I think, this is hard. And I look back at it, I'm thinking, that's deep.
Yeah. But you appreciate your brethren for obviously giving the opportunity.
Yeah, because they're man there now, I always look after them. I won't charge you full price, innit?
Yeah.
It's a good from the beginning.
Yeah, standard.
So I wouldn't let my brothers cut my hair, bro.
Yeah, that's fair. So from that point, you're cutting your brethren's hair. What did you do from then? You said obviously you mentioned Sam.
Oh, so when I got into the shop now?
Yeah, so was that Jesse and Sam's shop faded? Was that the first shop you entered in terms of?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So in the beginning, I went there 2-3 times a week. Obviously in the beginning, barbering, you didn't get paid, innit? Because you're learning, innit?
Yeah, you're like an apprentice.
Yeah. So 2-3 days a week I was there, and obviously on the side I was doing things to get money, because obviously I'm not getting paid.
Yeah.
After like maybe 2-3 months of watching, maybe 2 months, I just put on Instagram, do free haircuts. And obviously bare kids just come in it because it's free trim.
Yeah.
And after a while, getting better and better, charge £5, £10, and then maybe after like 4 or 5 months, they just put me on a wage. So that's full-time barber, innit?
So basically, you kind of built on like a clientele.
Yeah.
You started off giving free trims, giving them minimum rates.
Yeah.
And after a while, they realised like we can kind of take you on. And you was all, what, 19 them times?
Yeah, I was still 19, yeah.
Okay, cool. So, obviously when you got into barbering and stuff, you're now in Jesse's shop, you're learning the trade. What kind of trials did you have along the way in terms of like, did you feel at that point, once they offered you the position and said to you, right, okay, cool, we're happy to have you in the shop, we're going to give you a wage. Was there a battle to yourself where you felt like, rah, I don't even know if this is what I want to do, or do you think this is definitely something I want to do? Like, what was the point there?
Do you know what? I like the environment, innit? So I just enjoy waking up every day and going there, innit? Because I see most of my friends come in or people that I know.
Yeah.
But then, I've got better now, but I wasn't really a people person. So when people used to come in the shop,
because barbering's quite a social job.
Yeah, I was a bit quiet.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I'm so quiet, I make myself awkward, innit?
Yeah.
So I just think people might think I'm being rude, but really I'm just quiet, innit?
Would you say barbering then has opened you up as a person then?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I've changed a lot. Before I used to be back antisocial, I wouldn't talk to people now.
You're more confident, you speak to any types of people, because there's any types of person that can walk in your chair.
Like even like now, I've got a bit of a stutter, but before I stutter hard, innit, but I was shy, innit? But it's helped me out a lot still.
Okay, that's good.
And as well, see where like Jesse and Sam was so hard.
Yeah.
Back then, where I was just starting, if someone that they would normally cut come sat in my chair now, I'd be sweating, thinking, right, like,
Yeah.
can't do it as good as them.
You'll kind of match what they're doing.
And I'll be there like, for an hour now, and I'm just hot, like I knew that the trim was dead, innit? So I'm like, right, like, deep, man. That's so embarrassed, bro.
No, but at the same time, you got to realise like you're learning a trade. So even if you do mess up, like it's kind of good to mess up because I'm guessing when you felt like you're making mistakes, Jesse and Sam were there to kind of direct you. And the only thing you can do is try again afterwards. You know what I'm trying to say?
You see as well, when you're like a newborn in the shop, them customers that sit down waiting for the next trim, their eyes just on you, innit?
Yeah.
And then if I made a mistake now, I'm thinking, right, can they see that, innit?
Yeah. Okay, cool. So when you're in the shop now, like I said, you've got your trade. Was there a point at any time where you felt like just can't be bothered? Or let's put it this way. If we talk about money, that's probably the main thing.
Yeah, of course.
Was there a point where you felt like, you know, you was giving trims for free or you're giving them at a minimum rate, you said £5-10 a trim. Was there a point where you just felt like, you know what, I can't even bother, I'd rather just...
Do you know what, yeah?
Whatever.
Like with me, like if I'm doing something, I feel like I know when something's shit in it, like I'll keep going until I know I'm good in it.
Yeah.
I frustrate myself if I can't do something, because I feel like I used to watch a lot of YouTube and practice a lot, and I got myself a good level quite fast.
Yeah.
So after a couple of months, I think I started charging a bit more.
So you learned a lot from watching videos.
Yeah.
And, okay, cool.
Barbering's one of them ones, but for myself, you just got to practice, like you just got to do it, innit?
Yeah.
But obviously money can be annoying. Obviously not to badmouth them at all because they help me out. But I think for everyone, if you can see how much money you're making and you're on a set wage, it can, for me, it makes you feel like, right, like, I want to get a bit more in it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Especially, I guess, when you're working with in an environment with Jesse and Sam.
You got to remember, in that environment, they're not my friends, innit?
Yeah. What do you mean?
But I've got to remember they're my boss as well, innit?
Yeah, true.
Whereas when you're young, you don't think about things like that, innit?
Yeah, true. True. So, going back to Jesse and Sam, obviously you're working in the shop now. Was it a thing where you was working every day, or was it?
Yeah, I used to do Tuesdays what did I do? Monday to Friday still.
Okay. How did you build up your clientele? So was it a thing where you now maybe started social media page, or was it your friends telling a friend to go Malik, or?
I feel like a lot of people know me, innit, so I think that helped me out a lot.
Yeah.
And then when I'm saying free trims, that's all the kids at school now getting free haircuts. And then I'm building like a relationship with them now. So then in school, maybe they're talking about me saying like Malik's cool or something like that. So then the next kid will be like, oh, I'm going to Malik now. That's how kids are, innit?
Yeah.
So maybe that's how.
So more time it was like word of mouth, basically.
Yeah, and then maybe obviously social media, Instagram and that.
Okay, that's cool.
I feel like, see what kids, yeah, they'll go to someone older who they think that's cool or...
Yeah,
do you know
of
what
course.
I mean? Yeah.
Obviously kids, they look up to certain people from certain backgrounds, so if they know you more time and you're cutting hair, they're gonna come to you because they can relate to you more than just a general person. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I never realised how much kids look up to people, or like you're in a limelight sort of thing, innit? A lot of people say to me, yeah, my little cousin or someone, yes, MD or they talk about me at school. I'm thinking, right, like.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Even with Give Back, like I said, we've got under 15s team. Majority of men mention their name, they know who you are, they know the shop. And I think as you get older, like you said, you don't realise at first, but then gradually you start to realise the impact that you're having. So that's positive stuff, man. But if we go into now the structure of how you started your own business, MB Fades, obviously you're now currently located in Oxford Road. So like you said, you was working at Faded. What happened from there, how you went into, obviously going into your own business? How long was you
I
actually
left
there
there
for?
because it's in the past.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
From there, just as I was working at Faded, just towards the end, I started talking to Sheridan, who works at my shop as well.
Yeah.
And he's working at a barber shop near Oxford, or down Oxford Road.
Yeah.
And
was that 1010?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the first day I left Faded, I was doing a few home trims, and that's a myth, man. Like going to man's yard and all that. Like if you're doing like 10 haircuts a day, that time you was travelling to other man's yards and setting up, you could have done 1 or 2 haircuts, innit?
So wait then, slow down. So basically, you've departed from faded.
Yeah.
When you departed from faded, you was now doing home trims.
Yeah, home service, yeah.
Okay, so you still carried on doing your barbering.
Yeah.
Now, at that point, what was your plan? Because you're not at faded. Was you thinking, right, I'm gonna start my own business. I'm gonna try and get into another barber shop.
I was thinking, shit, bro. I was thinking, right. I didn't know if man was still gonna come to me, innit? But a lot of people from the uni thought I was the hardest in that shop, innit? Obviously, I knew I wasn't, but I think that helped me out. Cause maybe it might sound mad, but see, like black people, they'll go to like a black barber sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? So I've got a lot of the black community from the uni area. So
yeah.
I was cutting a few of them, man, and then. From there now, that first day of cutting that many people, it tired me out. I started from like 10 in the morning and I didn't go home till like 12. I made good money that day, but doing that every day is gonna mash you up, innit?
Yeah.
You ain't got social life.
Yeah.
And I probably would have ended up hating cutting hair.
Yeah, that's true, because you're just doing it tirelessly day in, day out. But, so, you're doing the home trims. What was your plan? What was you thinking, right, I'm going to start my own business? What did you do from there?
Do you know what? I never thought I could even achieve anything like that. Like, I think I put myself down a lot.
Yeah.
But I just thought, let me just do a few efforts here and there and still make money, innit?
Yeah.
I didn't want to backtrack and go back to what I was doing because getting older, innit?
Yeah.
So from there now, obviously Sheridan got me a job working with him at his shop.
So that's at 10:10?
Yeah, after probably about 3 weeks.
Okay, so you're doing the home trims, then you've gone back to 10:10 barbershop, yeah?
Yeah, I started to work there now, yeah.
Alright, cool.
So I was there for about probably a year.
Yeah.
And then a few things happened there. So now, these times I've moved out, I've got my own place, and I was cutting hair in my flat. But then you don't want bear man coming to your yard,
Yeah,
know where you live, neighbours might complain or snitch. I don't know if you're allowed to cut hair at home, but I didn't want to drown with black boy, Baker come in the house, probably come shot in, innit? Like,
Yeah, of course.
So then I was trying to find a little office space. I was just going to try cutting that.
So at that point, did you have a plan to yourself that, do you know what, I want to try and start my own thing?
Do you know what, when I was at 10:10, not bigging myself up, but I realised how many man come with me. And I'm not saying that shop wasn't busy before, but
you had it.
When I come there, for the first couple months or 2 months, I was quiet. Then after that, I was busy, bro. Like,
Yeah.
People know, innit? Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
So I thought, if I can do it for someone else, I can do it for myself. And
yeah, of course.
I want to make that money, all that money for myself, innit?
Yeah, of course. So, what have you done now? You've got your own...
So then I was on Gumtree and I saw a little office space. I messaged them if I could use it, but they said it's only for like office work, innit? It wasn't, they wouldn't let me cut hair in there. But it's like, we've got a shop round the corner if you'd like to come see it.
Okay.
So then, it was the shop I'm in now.
So it's the shop you're in now?
Yeah.
Alright, so before you've done all of that, did you seek any advice? Obviously, you was at young... How old was you then when you started the business? Obviously, you started barbering...
I was 21.
So you're 21.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's quite a big step to now look at renting the building and you're officially like starting your own business. Did you seek any advice from like friends, family? Like, what do you do, or do you just think, you know what, I'm just gonna do this myself?
I haven't really got a family. Like, I've got family, but I'm not really close with them like that. And certain people, like really and truly, it's just me, my mum, and my sister, innit? And I ain't got no brothers and like to ask for help. So it was kind of a big risk, innit? Like, when I left 1010 Barbershop, it was like one of them ones where I just left like all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And I was down, innit?
Yeah.
So I had to ask my brethren for some money, and then I just put the deposit down the shop, took a risk, innit?
Yeah.
Could have got left, but alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, that's good, man. So basically, you kind of got help more time from your brethren.
Yeah, one of my brethren busted me still.
They've backed you, and then that's now, you've gone on Gumtree.
Yeah.
found a building.
Yeah.
Right, so...
Jeez, I could afford the place, but then buying the stuff now is expensive.
Yeah, of course, you got to put money in that. That's the thing. When you're starting a business, I think that's what kind of puts people off.
One of my brothers from Young Don helped me out a lot still. Like, come down and help me paint, put everything on the walls.
Oh, serious?
Didn't ask for a penny still.
Okay, that's
But he gets free trips for life now.
Big up to him, boy. So, cool. So now you've got the building. What happened? Did they ask you to go and view it, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I viewed it. And I thought, boy, Oxford Road, with parking.
What did it used to be? Was it just a blank canvas?
Nah, well, it was a protein shop, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a protein shop. Then that is it Fit Cookie in town?
Yeah, Fit Cookie.
Opposite Old Primark.
One of them like...
See,
it was
you
a
know what I'm about?
supplement shop, innit?
Yeah,
vitamin shop.
by Roosters.
It's still there now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still there now.
Yeah.
But they used to own that one.
Okay. So that used to be a protein shop.
So when I first moved in there, they had loads of like nails in the wall, or is it nails or screws, or whatever, holding things in place. So when I went in there, the shop was mashed up, man.
Okay.
They left things in there, but where it was like, they must have drilled it in, thinking, well, we're not never going to take it down. So they drilled it in like spooky. So when I've taken it back out now, it's broke the wall in pieces and all that.
So, this is a building you found on Gumtree.
Yeah.
Something as simple as going on Gumtree online, finding a space to rent.
Didn't even want a shop, but
it literally happened like that.
Yeah.
So now you've viewed the building. What was the next step from there? You viewed it. When you saw it, was it like, I'm gonna take it, or what did you think at first?
The shop's quite small, innit?
Yeah.
But I thought the rent's not that bad. I just thought, let me just see what I can do here.
Yeah.
If I can do well, then get a bigger shop or.
So you literally take it straight away?
Yeah, I thought, just go for it, and I just jumped in.
Okay. From that point, I've got your own business. How did Sheridan come through? Was it just you by yourself at the start?
Yeah, I was there by myself for about 2 months, 3 months. Maybe 2 months, I think. Yeah, 3 months probably, yeah.
So you're having to pay everything by yourself?
And obviously I was working with myself every day, like, it's not boring, but like, you'd rather work with someone and have conversations, do you know what I mean?
You feel robotic?
Yeah. But obviously, me and Sheridan got very close when I was working at 1010, like. And I said to him, before we was on the wage, I said to him, you can just pay me a certain amount on the chair, and there's no problems after that. See, at barbering, a lot of people fall out with their boss over money or whatever. So if you just got to pay me a wage, you can do whatever you want, come in when you want. I'm easy, innit?
So what's that, like renting a chair basically?
Yeah. See, what I've learned from other people's mistakes. So, only problem in business is money. So if money's situation is good, we're good, innit?
Yeah. So Sheridan basically come over. Now there's 2 of you in the shop.
Yeah.
There's still 2 of you till today, yeah?
I think I've got someone coming in after this lockdown still.
Okay, so there's going to be maybe another person in the shop basically. What's your plans, obviously, for the future with MB Fades? Are you looking to maybe expand? Are you looking to get another shop?
See, with barbering, I can get bare man in a shop. I could have got loads of people to work with me, but it's one of them ones. I want people that can come in and actually cut hair good, innit? I don't want to have one dead barber in a shop and someone says, oh, that boy's dead or something. That's under my business, innit? Or,
kind of drags your name down.
So I don't want to help no one really, because I've tried teaching a few people, and after 2-3 weeks they don't want to do it anymore. So you're just wasting my time. So I just want to.
What about youths who want to get maybe into barbering, get into a trade? Like, what advice would you give to them? If someone's watching this now and they're thinking, wow, I like barbering, I want to get into it.
If you're going to do it, you've got to do it properly, give it all, innit? You can't be half-hearted.
So you've got to put your all into it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've got to spend a lot of time in the barber shop. People think, you watch for like 1 or 2 weeks and oh, can I do a haircut? You don't even know what you're doing yet.
Where did you learn the most? Because obviously you mentioned you watched videos and you was obviously in Jesse's and Sam's shop.
You know what I learned?
How did you learn?
Like, they did help me, but it's one of them ones, when you're cutting hair, you just got to try and learn for yourself, innit? Like, they'll tell me do this, do that. But I'm just thinking, bro, I don't even know what they're on about.
Yeah.
But I'm just doing it.
Yeah.
But when I left Faded and started working at 1010, it might sound weird, but I was cutting in a certain position, yeah, like of the shop. Now I'm in a whole new environment, like the lighting's a bit different. I think for a while I struggled to get back to how I was. Like it took me probably about maybe half a year to get back to my level.
Serious?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
And for me starting to cut hair, till now probably I've been going through like mad drama like, at home and all that, so that's affected me as well, innit?
That's the thing, because obviously with your type of job now, it's not like a job where you just go into an office and sit down. Like
I got to go in and pretend. Do you know,
you got to put everything aside.
yeah, I can't bring that stuff to work, innit?
Yeah,
I've got to actually sit down. Not say I don't want to hear people's stuff, but I've got to not pretend I care. But do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you just got to be in that zone where
Yeah.
you got to put your kind of life aside.
Sometimes you don't want to do that, innit?
Yeah.
You got your own stuff on your head, and do you know what I mean? But you can't come into the workplace and be miserable, or just, the customers not gonna come back, innit?
What would you say is kind of, I don't want to put negatives on it, but what would you say is like one of the negatives behind you running your own business or having your own shop kind of thing? I mean, do you get friends who sometimes might come?
Do you know what my thing is? This begging it thing. Like, I feel like I should reach out to maybe apply for a few places, like not maybe like film industry, like people or footballers. But see, with me, I want it to be authentic. I want them to shout me. See, with me, I've never saw someone on the street or cut someone's hair that goes somewhere else normally and say, yeah, come to me now, innit? So a few man have tried talking bad on my name, saying, yeah, don't go to Malik, come to me now. But I only want you to come to me if you rate me, innit? That's how I am. So maybe I should start reaching out to footballers and message them. But yeah.
I mean, more time, like you said, I think it's more of a natural thing.
Yeah, because if it's natural, they'll shout me out and it'll like motivation, not. Oh, do you know?
Like you want to earn it, innit? You don't want to go and
literally
offer your services, innit? Like you want.
Anything that I've done is been authentic.
Yeah. Like you said, you started from the bottom.
No one's helped me, by the way. No one's helped me do nothing, innit? I've done it all by myself.
Still
I feel like no one else has done that already, really, innit?
You reckon?
Nah, man. Obviously, I know how I grew up, innit? I ain't got no one to give me money, to guide me anywhere. I've done it all by myself.
You started from scratch.
And obviously, I've got friends around me, but we all grew up the same. Like, we ain't got no one around us, so we ain't got no one's mistakes to watch or learn from anyone's mistakes. So yeah.
That's fair still. That's fair.
A lot of people, they don't support you in this town, man.
You reckon?
Nah, like, maybe if one people shout you out or share your video, everyone will do it because that person's doing it.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough unity.
Nah.
I think everyone's kind of like doing their own thing or only kind of back their own people. Even if they see something and they like it, they might not like it until everyone else
You might
likes
not
it.
like me, but you'll respect what I've done, innit?
Yeah,
Like the other day, I was just thinking about, wow, like, I'm 23 now, I've actually done quite a bit.
yeah, of course.
But I didn't realise it until older people tell me.
But you've done more than man that are 43. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Well, I didn't look at it like that, innit? Do you know what it is? I know what I want to do. I know I can do a lot more.
yeah, that's fair.
I'm not there yet.
That's fair. But you just need to keep going and doing your thing at the end of the day. Like you said, there's haters, there's people who might not support you, but you just need to remember where you come from. And like you said,
When a man didn't like me, right now, you're probably thinking, shit, I wish I was a friend. I need to trim, I'm in lockdown.
for real.
Peak.
It's
Peak
true.
for you, man.
For real.
But earlier when you said, when do you think you're going to go with it,
Yeah.
I don't want to get another shop, really. Only, maybe I might get a bigger shop and rent out chairs.
Yeah.
But I'd rather have that shop there or get a bigger one, cut there a couple of days a week, or have my set clientele, and then cut footballers and travel to football stadiums or hotels and cut hair there. That's what the money is, isn't it?
So what, like more on like the kind of professional kind of that vibe?
Yeah, because people, I can get bare man in the shop, they still would probably rather come to me, innit?
Is there a market for that then? Is there like barbers who just specifically aim at the higher end, would you say?
Yeah, there's a few, but like there's A-Star Barber,
Okay.
and he's hard. He like, I think Hazard flies him out to Real Madrid to cut his hair. Like,
Serious?
Yes, and what's this other guy, man? HD cuts. All these men get thrown out for like a day or two to do a few haircuts. He'll come back into a shop, cut hair again.
Serious?
Yeah. See, man, if footballers ask me to go out there, I'll fly out, cut the hair, come back and still go to work.
Yeah, standard.
I'm hungry for it still.
Standard.
Do you know, the way I've come up from nothing, I want to achieve a lot, innit?
Yeah. Especially like you said, you're only 23.
Mm.
Like, I feel like barbering is something that you can do until an old age. And
See, now, I can't imagine myself doing any other job still.
Yeah.
Like, I actually enjoy it. Like, people say, do you get bored? Like, no, like, this is me now, innit?
The thing is as well, like, it's a trade. So even if you woke up one day and said like, I want to pack up my bags and move abroad, you can
do that still.
Yeah.
Like, I've got my social media and that.
Yeah.
Will help me out as well.
Like you can literally do whatever you want when you want. If you say you want to work from home, you can work from home.
Yeah.
It's one of them things. So big up to you on that. But like in terms of, I want to talk about more the trials that you had. Because obviously, like, you run your own business, you're successful, but I don't think it's been as easy as, you know, you just literally...
No, bro, some points of me cutting hair, I've been low, but like, I wouldn't show anyone that. Or...
So what's been like your main drive? Like, what's kept you going? Is it...
See me, I'll never take days off, you know, rarely. I've got to be thrown up. And see when I tell people I'm not coming in, but I showed them that I'm ill in it because I don't want them to think that I'm lazy or I take time off or I don't want to work.
So more time it's like your self-drive?
Yeah,
like...
if I'm mash up, yeah, that's when I won't go to work. But if I'm still got flu or I feel a bit sick, I think it was 2 years ago on Christmas, I had I can't remember, I had a mad flu, like, I was proper off balance. I woke up one day and my head was spinning and my ears are blocked. And I just felt I was gonna faint, but I still went to work, innit? But after like 2-3 haircuts, I said to them, I can't do it, innit? Went home, I was sick everywhere.
But what would you say, like, what's your motivation in life? Put it that way. Like,
I want to give something to my kids then.
Yeah.
That I never had, and I want to leave them something there, innit?
So your motivation is mainly family rooted.
Yeah,
providing.
Just have money, innit?
And have you had that kind of like from a young age, obviously, like you said, when you first started barbering?
See, when I was young, yeah, I see it would, like, I grew up in Southbrook, so everyone knows there's like bare bikes and that.
Yeah.
So when I grew up, I see all these old man on quads and I was thinking, right, like, I know I never afford that when I was that age. I couldn't afford that, sorry. But now, like, I've got myself a bike and now, I've got anything I want, I could kind of get now, innit? Like,
through barbering?
Yeah. So that's why I want to keep going so I can get even more, innit?
Yeah, standard, man. Standard. Alright, cool. Well, I guess that's a wrap. That's pretty much everything we've got into. Got into the structure of obviously how you started your business. And yeah, I don't know if you want to go into this.
Go to what? Thought you going to finish it off, innit?
No, we're carrying on. Obviously,
it wasn't all easy, innit?
Yeah.
Like, you should always ask for help still. Like, when my cousin says to me now, like, when you were struggling, why did you not tell man that? Like, why didn't you shout me, I would have given you that money or whatever, innit? Like, but it's pride as well, innit? I think you should drop that. And
the pride thing?
Yeah, silly, man. But now, if I'm going back a couple of years, I probably would be even further than I am now, innit?
Do you reckon a lot of, like, mainly youths out here have got pride, that's why they don't want to try and...
Probably got worse now, innit? I think the kids nowadays are just, yeah.
Obviously, you see a lot of youths coming into your shop, quite a lot of the youths here. Have you noticed a change from obviously when you was young to compared to the youths now?
So you know me from young, innit?
Yeah.
When I used to see you, man, I'd be quiet or I'll give you salam and I'd just be quiet. The kids nowadays come to my shop, they might think that I speak in a certain way or that like I'm rude or whatever, yeah? So they'll come in and speak to me like I'm their... I'm not saying I'm not a friend.
Like their brethren?
Yeah, and I'm thinking, right, like, I would never come into a shop with older man. Like,
yeah.
Back in the day when I was going to Jesse and that, I've known him for years, but I would never come in there and talk to him in a certain way or...
Got respect.
Yeah.
As a level.
Yeah. Kids ain't got that nowadays.
Why do you reckon that is though?
I don't know, you know.
It's a bit mad, isn't it?
You know what I was gonna say? Maybe it's because people having children more earlier, I reckon, yeah? And where they're not as strict as... When you get older, you get more strict. Where the parents are still young, the kids have a relationship with their parents where it's more like a friend thing, sort of. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but even then, when you look at it, like...
See me, like, when I was young, I couldn't have certain banter with my dad, innit? Like,
yeah.
So I knew I couldn't come around older man now and speak to them like that, sort of thing.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying with the age thing, but I think it's more like... Because you can have kids at a young age and still abide by the principles that you was raised on and put them on your kids. I think it's more the principles that we had growing up. Like these kids, like even small things, like, you know, when you was younger, your mum and dad probably introduced you to their friends' kids.
Yeah.
Like them types of things, they make a massive thing when you're growing up because you're seeing these kids and you remember them from when you're young, and then when you see them on the street, like, oh, I remember you from your mum and dad. Nowadays, like, I don't know, but more time we don't really mix our kids. Even though
one of your podcasts the other day, you said about youth sentencing. Like,
yeah.
I feel like that helped me out as well because I met a lot of people in it. And
so you used to go to youth clubs back in the
yeah,
day?
in Southwood there used to be a youth club, and everyone from Southwood used to go there. It's been good still.
What types of things did you used to do in the youth club?
Also we had a football court behind us, play football, Xbox, dodgeball and everything's there, innit? Like activities.
So it was a place that obviously kept you out of trouble.
I feel like nowadays, yeah, kids wouldn't do that thing, so I think that's moist.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
They don't, they just, yeah, it's true.
So back when I was growing up, yeah, I could just go to Southport and there used to be Spice Gardens.
Yeah.
And I didn't need to text no one to see if they're out. I'll just go there and everyone's there, innit?
Yeah.
Go there now and there's no kids like, on the block. Like.
Do you know what, it's mad, yeah? Because I was talking to Wolfie earlier, yeah? And he was saying, like, you remember back in the day, man used to have like under 18 raves, Salents, and then used to do like raves at Jazz Club and all of that. And now, you don't have none of them things. Like, these kids,
they mess up for themselves.
They don't know what it's like to go out and dress up. They don't know about dressing up and going to a rave. Like, small things that we had back in the day that we don't have now is a massive...
It's like the older generation or like have paved the way so things like this can happen now. Like, the kids ain't got to struggle anymore, the parents struggle, so the kids should be doing all these things. But now, like, your parents didn't all that if you got to act stupid as well.
Yeah, true.
There's bare youths out there that come from good backgrounds and just doing dumb shit. Yeah,
literally. Like, that's...
Some people got family businesses that they work for, that they be on road. Silly. I'd love to have one of them jobs, G.
Yeah, obviously there are people who come from more advantaged backgrounds, but everyone for themselves. But to end it on a positive note, big respect to you for coming down, giving us an insight into obviously the structure of how you started your business, and we'll wrap it up from there.
Yeah, calm.
Do you wanna continue the challenge?
Yeah, so what was we gonna do?
Right, so basically, we've agreed to
on my podcast page, I'll do the Chilli challenge.
Yeah, so MB Fades also has his Chop It Up podcast as well, so go and subscribe to them on YouTube. They also do challenges, so what's the challenge you guys do?
Basically, in the beginning, we started with the world's hottest chili crisp, or chip, whatever, and it was 5 minutes. You can't drink a drink, or anything, or eat anything for 5 minutes, and you get £50.
Yeah.
I'll be real, I lost bread. I lost about £5, bro. Bare man with the sperm in it. And then I had to get a hot one.
Have you tried it yourself?
No. I would never in my life. I wouldn't even do it. I'd have to do it for about 10 bags in it.
10 bags?
But I've licked my finger from it, yeah? Mashed my nuts though.
What, by licking your finger?
But I can't eat hot food.
Serious?
Yeah, I can't. When I go down those, I get like mild, innit?
What about curries? You don't eat curries in that?
Look, I'm half Pakistani, and yeah.
You can't handle curries?
Nah, blood.
Oh, that's mad.
Oh wait, yogurt on the side and that.
That's mad. So cool. So we've agreed that basically, instead of cash, if I complete the challenge...
10 minutes.
No, you said 5.
No, that was an old challenge. That's not... Anyone can do the 5 minutes. Bear man done it.
Alright, so 10 minutes, what?
Do you know why? Because it doesn't kick in straight away.
But how do you know it doesn't kick in?
Because I've lost my money, G.
Yeah, but like every person's immune system is different.
Do you know why? Because they've won the money now, yeah, and after 5 minutes, like, rah, like, this is hitting man now, innit? So I'm not going to do a challenge for you to win straight away, innit?
So what are you saying, 10 minutes?
10 minutes, no drink. I know someone's done 2 of these.
2?
Yeah.
Well, found it.
Well, he found it, but like, he didn't go drink afterwards.
That's some alien thing, man. Not really about that. So what, 10 minutes, and if I complete the challenge, you're willing to cut 3 players, yeah, 3 players from my under 15s team.
When I'm back in the shop.
Yeah, when you're back in the shop after lockdown, 3 players from the under 15s team, he's going to cut their hair for free. Yeah, we're going to pick 3 players from random, we're going to go to his shop and cut their hair for free. So, where's it?
Ready?
I'm ready.
I think you're ready.
I don't know still, but... Let me smell it first, innit? Because that's fun. I know you've added something to that. I
should have, you know.
Well, where'd you get these from? No, you got them online?
I'm like, God.
Wow, what is that? That's not a crisp.
It's a chili, G.
Wow, that looks like a shriveled up Scotch bonnet. Oh, wow, you want me to eat this?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, where's the crisp? You said a crisp.
No, I told you, I changed it.
Nah, hey, what's this?
Nervous, blood.
What's this?
Chilli.
It's the same as the crisp. It's the
You
same
time
chili.
You time in 10 minutes?
I'll time my thing, innit?
What is this?
The same crisp thing, but it's as a chili.
Oh my gosh.
Nervous.
Brother, bruv, what?
The time was ready, G. It's up to you, innit? You'll let your team know right
Let
now.
me see that packet.
What? Oh my gosh, oh my
And
gosh.
as soon as you started biting it,
Bruv, it's stinging my nose. Wallahi.
you're thinking about it too much.
Because it's stinging my nose.
Don't smell it, like. Just bite it.
Brother, you're cutting 3 man's hair for free.
Yeah. 10 minutes.
And listen, you man, if you make it, remember me innit. This is what I'm doing for you lot.
Bismillah.
Bismillah. What, you timing?
Yeah, as soon as you start chewing.
5 minutes innit, yeah?
Yeah.
5?
Yeah. No. 10, blood.
10?
Yeah.
Brother.
You can do that, man.
What about this stalk thing? I gotta take this.
Yeah, just bite it, innit?
I gotta take this thing off, man.
Let me trying to take less off, G.
It's wood in my mouth, blood. Alright.
Stop smelling it, man.
Bro, this thing smells hot.
Bite it.
You ready? Bismillah. Yeah? Wow. Wallahi.
Say the wallahi.
Wallahi, yeah. Wallahi. You might owe me.
What's it
Wallahi.
say?
I swallowed it, yeah. Wallahi, that is hot. Nah, you lot. Oh my god. Alright, let's come. I can't talk.
This guy,
What's it say?
he wants to do this in the beginning, right?
Hey. Oh.
He's dying, bro.
Wallahi. What is that? Woo.
9 minutes
Firm
left.
that, man. Come. Allahu Akbar.
One strong. How long?
8 minutes, 48.
Hey, I'm not doing that, blood. You crazy?
That's funny, bro.
Yallah.
What's it feeling like?
Right.
Wait.
See, you was never did this in the beginning, bro.
Oh.
Firm it, man. Firm it. Come on.
Hey! What?
Oh, I'm skinning, lads. You did this,
Man said he wanted to do it before that.
How about 10?
Fucking 100. Imagine if you did that before that.
Oi, one more time.
Woo! Oi! Hey! Act!
You regret it?
Hey, you gotta cut the whole team. You gotta cut the whole team.
Oh, yeah, it's funny.
Wallahi.
What are you saying? Is it just on the tongue or what?
My body.
I'm not trying to scream this on my camera, bro. That's the hottest chili in the world.
Say what lie, that's the hottest in the world.
Look at the packaging, dude.
Where does it say that?
What's hottest chili?
The world's hottest chili.
You look wounded, man.
Oh, no.
I liquid him.
Man, it's
Go on the camera, do that.
That's what I do for you lot, yeah?
What's the name?
Allahu Akbar! Hey!
Oh,
Alhamdulillah.
8 minutes left.
No!
I'm guessing 6.
Huh?
6 minutes.
No.
It is, well, it is. Show me my phone, man.
That looks mad.
We can do this bit, just speed it up or something.
I'll spit.
Hey, well, where can you feel it though? Where can you feel it though?
Yo, I can feel my chest.
Oh, you're ready to be fit tomorrow, bro.
Say what lie, is it?
Chill, innit? Make it doo-doo, bro.
Oh. Ya Allah. Ya Allah.
Would you ever try that again?
I never ate it. Ah. Yo.
Drink or drink, man.
I'm a fucking soldier, blood.
I'll let you have one sip.
Huh?
I'll let you have one little sip.
Yeah?
One little mouthful.
Nah.
You know why? So it'll make you want to drink even more.
Try that me.
Sit down, like.
Yeah?
What's going on with life at the moment? Talk to me.
Alhamdulillah, man. Right,
What's going on with the give back?
yeah, alhamdulillah, give back, big up to give back, man. It's changed my life, getting
Yeah.
positive stuff.
Alhamdulillah.
It's all about the youths, get me?
You think you could have done a podcast in the beginning after doing that chili?
No,
You gotta listen to me now, innit?
no way. Wallahi, I've never thought nothing like this. It's mad.
Would you rather eat one of them again, yeah?
Yeah.
Or get in a ring with Mike Tyson in his prime?
Mike Tyson will do. Knock me out, I don't give a shit, bro. This is. Oh.
Lie, I'm big.
You wouldn't do that. Bro, you're not paying. I thought we do 10 bags. You do 10 bags?
Boy,
Whoa.
I got 5 youths, I'll do that 10 bags, yeah.
I don't know if I'll do that, you know. Hot though. Getting to my bedroom, it's yakking up everywhere.
Alhamdulillah.
Does it get easier?
Allahu Akbar. Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah. Oh.
I know he's panicking at one point.
Yeah.
Was he?
Oh.
Oh.
Really, my chest.
Oh, this is funny, man. That's dribbling.
How long?
I think it's 3 minutes. See, 5 minutes would have been easier, right?
Yeah. 5 minutes.
That's funny, bro.
He's in a crowd, man. You said it's calm down a bit.
Nothing, bro. That's a Jude, bro. Back to the press ups, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hammer.
Left. I don't even know that.
Hammer. Huh?
Check it out. 1 minute 30.
Yeah, that's calm. We saying there's more man flopped or more
Aye.
man done it.
See you youths I'm doing this for. When you make it big, yeah? Remember me, innit? Fucking remember me, man. Wallahi, yeah? Ah.
That is too funny, bro. If Rims is here, we'd be bending.
Oh, belly.
I should have did it on my phone from the get-go.
Ya Allah.
Ooh. 20 seconds.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
I'm ready for that still. I will not do that.
Ah, left.
Go on. Ooh. You drinking water now?
How long?
You drinking?
We're done.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah.
Bismillah.
I lied.
Now listen, that was a Give Back FC podcast.
He's trying to chop this up now.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow up, Chop It Up podcast. MB Fades.
Big up for coming down today. Big up
Yeah.
yourself for bringing down there, man.
Big up to MB Fades. Big up to the youths. Big up to Problems in the Back. Big up to the peoples.
Boom.